just like I was spellbound, all the odds were against me.
Hey guys, it's your girl Cheyenne from Plant My Happy Space. Welcome back to the channel. Today, I have a very exciting video. It is a collab video with a fellow YouTuber who I absolutely adore. Her name is...
Lucia. Hi guys, I'm Lucia from Lulus Lie. Thanks for clicking on this video.
If you guys haven't seen it already, or you came from Lucia's channel, you would already know. We also did a collab video on her page, so if you want to click over there and check that video out as well, I'm sure we'd both really appreciate it. Today, we are going to do 2 Truths and a Lie Planty Edition. So, and it can be anything planty related, but it's going to be the game. 2 Truths and a Lie. And if you guys want, you can play along in the comments and see if you guys can kind of pick out what our lies are too.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Awesome. All right, so I'm going to start with my first thing. I'm going to tell you 2 truths and 1 lie, so let me know if you can figure it out. The first statement, I guess, is I got into plants in January of 2020. The second statement is heart-shaped leaves are my favorite. And the third guy is I can't stop killing pothos.
I feel like number 1's got to be the lie because...
It is, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I can't keep the easiest plant alive. I think it's because I just forget about it and I'm like, you're gonna be fine over there in that corner on your own, right? You can take care of yourself. But yeah, it's a little bit embarrassing.
Okay. I'll go. Let me think of mine, and then I have to think of it in a specific order so you don't think the first one is a lie. Okay. I have no idea how many plants I have. I don't own any plants that I don't love, so every plant that I own I absolutely love. Or at least like, there's no hate towards them. And I have never killed a philodendron.
I feel like you probably killed a philodendron.
Mm-mm.
Really?
That was one of the truths.
Good for you. Then you hate some of your plants.
Yeah. There is one plant that I own sheerly to fill a space in my house, and I don't like it.
God. I have stuff like that too. I mean, I'm trying to auction off some of my plants to people that want them if I don't like them, but I've been a lot more selective about what plants I get lately just because I finally filled my space and now I'm just swapping things for things I like more basically.
Yeah. I have a giant 12-inch golden pothos that I cannot stand.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's on this really high shelf that's literally almost touching my ceiling and gets almost no light, but I didn't want to leave that space empty. So I was like, what plant do I not care about, don't have to check on very often, and can kind of do all right in low light? Golden pothos. So yeah. I put it there. And luckily because it's in a 12-inch pot, it doesn't need to be watered very often. So I just ignore it for 3 months at a time. And I can't stand it because I don't like golden pothos. It's the one pothos I don't see the appeal in.
Yeah.
But it's there.
I don't hate golden pothos. I really like the ones that are really have a lot of the gold in them. But I especially like them when the leaves are really big. If it's just kind of a regular size one, I'm not bothered by it. But again, I can't keep them alive for some reason. I think I just forget about them and I put too much effort into my plants that need the care. So it's not a good combination.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to
Your
go
turn.
next. Yes. I don't have a good poker face. Okay. So, first one is I've never killed a rare plant. I have a secret obsession with begonias, and I have multiples of a few plants.
What was the first one again?
I've never killed a rare plant.
I feel like somehow that one's true.
It is.
Crazy talk, but we'll roll with that one. Okay. So
I mean, you know what? Honestly, I haven't had them that long, so I can't say I've had one for like a year and kept it alive, but everything's doing fine right now.
Yeah. I know you've said you try not to have multiples, but I don't know if that means you don't have multiples or you do even though you try your hardest not to. So, but I don't think I've seen begonias on your channel, but then again, you said it was a secret.
I'm playing mind games.
I feel like you don't have a secret thing for begonias. I think that's what it is.
You're
That's
right.
the lie.
You're right. Yeah, I don't have a secret obsession. I like them, but I'm definitely not obsessed with begonias. I definitely think I'm gonna kill one of my rare plants soon, but I mean, everything looks fine right now, so I'm happy. I'm crossing my fingers. But begonias are not my thing.
I've had a couple of my rare plants die, but I don't know if I can say that they're my fault because it's usually like they die within a week of getting here, so I
Right.
chalk it up to shock.
For sure. Honestly, I've never had. Oh, never
Go
mind. No, I can't tell you. It's a part of my thing. I literally only have so many secrets that I can keep, so I'm saving them all for this video.
Okay. I'm still thinking mine off the cuff, so I gotta think. I just look around at my plants for inspiration.
I know. I know. I literally did the same. I'm like, which one of you is dying?
Yeah. Okay. Here are my three. I do not own the Monstera Anisonii. Even though it's so hyped up, I refuse to own it. Syngonium albo is my favorite variegated plant. And I chucked my Alocasia Tiny Dancer in the trash because I felt like it.
Oh my gosh. What was the first one again?
I have never owned and do not own a Monstera Anisonii.
I think that's the lie.
Why?
Because I feel like I've seen one in your videos before, but I don't know. Am I right?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if I was going crazy, but I'm like, I watched most of your videos all the way through, so I'm like, I think I saw one maybe once, like in your rearranging plants video or something.
Yeah. Yeah, I have two in my house.
I really like them, honestly. I like the round form more than the narrow form.
Mm-hmm.
I have round form here, and then my mom has a totem of the narrow form that we've kind of been taking cuttings from and selling locally for people because there really aren't a ton around here, and if you can give people what they want, right?
Yeah.
Why not? It makes me happy if people are happy, so.
Yeah, I have both of mine are round form, and when I first got into plants, that was kind of one of the first like hard to find because it was at the time in the States.
Yeah.
Now it's super easy to get, but
Yeah.
I got it and I ordered my first one off Etsy and it was like 3 cuttings, like single leaf cuttings. And it did nothing for like 6 months. So I said,
Oh.
I didn't throw it away, but I
Yeah.
said, screw it. I'm going to buy an established one. And as soon as that one that I bought that was established showed up, the other one all of a sudden had a new leaf. And I was like, what the?
Oh my gosh. Of course it did. That's so funny.
Yeah, so now I've got two. I keep one in my living room that I keep trailing, and then I've got one climbing that I think you've seen in one of my videos when I did my rearranging video. That one was in it. But now I keep it in my bathroom.
Okay. All right. So here are my things. My truths and lies. Okay, so I have over 100 plants. I'm in school for horticulture, and Hoyas are my favorite genus at the moment.
Okay, so I'm assuming the Hoya thing is definitely true. I feel like going to school for horticulture might be the lie. Not because I don't believe you would, but like, I don't know many people that actually do.
It's true. I'm not. You're right. I'm not instant. I was like, it's true. You're right. Yeah, no, I'm not in school for horticulture.
I just didn't want it to sound like
thing,
you go to school.
No. I'm in school for marketing. I'm in business school.
What's really funny is, so my husband does not see any interest in plants at all. He doesn't understand why I like them. He thinks it's a weird hobby. But multiple of his siblings actually did study horticulture when they went through college.
Okay.
So it's funny when they come over and they talk to me about plants and he looks at us like we're the crazy ones.
That's so funny. I don't know how you couldn't be into plants. Like you don't have to be obsessed with them like we are, but I mean, being around plants is just a nice thing. It's being around nature, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how you could be opposed to that.
He's like one of those really, really like introverted people that would prefer to have a house with absolutely no windows, be in the dark 24/7.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
you know what? My boyfriend's a little bit like that, but I mean, he's more extroverted, but he likes the plants. Yeah. He likes the plants for sure. I think he likes the plants, but
he personally just thinks it's like a hobby that essentially has no benefit. He's like, it just wastes money, wastes space, and you don't get anything out of it. And I'm like, excuse me, you get clean air. And he's like, okay.
And mental health. Yeah, I feel like the amount of plants that we have actually makes a difference in the air quality in people's houses.
I felt really bad because so he started sneezing a lot in the house maybe like a month or two ago. And I still haven't told him this, but he doesn't watch my videos, so he'll never see this. But he started sneezing like 2 months ago. And I've been collecting plants since he's known me. And he tried to claim that my plants were giving him allergies inside the house. And I was like, well, you take allergy medication. So that's not possible. I was like, and two, you have never sneezed around my house around my plants for like the years that you have seen me and been with me and married me and all this other stuff. So I was like, don't try to blame the plants now.
Yeah. If it was the plants, it would have been the plants.
But it was actually the plants.
Oh my gosh.
Because
what was it?
Well, I had finally gotten good enough at plants that some of my plants started to bloom, and the pollen coming off the blooms was giving them allergies.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I don't really, none of my plants are blooming at all, so I wouldn't really have that issue, but I didn't even think of that, especially if you have a ton of them blooming at the same time. It would be like living outdoors.
Yeah. Well, what was bad was all 3 of my peace lilies started blooming at the same time, and for them, when they bloom, just literally explodes white pollen everywhere.
Yep.
So,
yep. Yikes.
And
sorry.
I still have not told him that that's what it was. I still make him think he's crazy because I refuse to admit that my plants cause problems for him.
Hopefully he doesn't watch this video.
He doesn't. He doesn't watch any of my videos. I tried to show him my new opener and I was like, look how cool this is. And he's like, good for you.
You should make him, just force him to sit down on the couch and watch your videos. Marathon. Except for this one. This one's a secret.
Okay. Is it your turn or my turn?
I can't remember. I think I just went.
Yeah, because you did horticultural. Okay. I'm forever battling fungus gnats. I refuse to bottom water my plants. I still only top water. And I basically forget to water all of my Sansevieria for months on end. I'm talking like 6+ months. I forget to water my Sansevieria.
This is tricky. All of these could be a lie. I'm gonna say that you do bottom water some of your plants, and that's the lie.
Yeah, that is.
Okay.
I actually prefer to bottom water. So like most of my plants, I bottom water.
Oh, that's surprising.
Yeah.
I just find like I don't know enough about it, and I'm like afraid that I'm not gonna give it enough water by doing that. But I am very intrigued by it. I did bottom water one of my plants once, and it was like magic. I walked over, and like 5 minutes later, all the water, or not 5 minutes later, but a few minutes later, all the water was gone, and I'm like, okay, plant, do your thing.
So I have figured out some tricks
Okay.
to knowing when. So like if it's like a kind of plant that usually likes to be moist, like a calathea and alocasia and stuff like that,
Yeah.
I literally keep putting more water at the bottom until I can physically feel the soil is moist on the top.
Right.
Now, if it's anything that doesn't like to be that moist, or if it's in a specifically like a clay pot or a terracotta pot, I go until I can physically see the water has soaked up halfway up through the pot, because you know how it'll be
Right.
darker on the
Yeah,
bottom
yeah,
where
yeah.
like wherever the water's hitting.
Yeah.
So I bottom water until I can see at least half of the pot itself has
Yeah.
absorbed water,
That's a good-
because that means at least 2/3 of the actual soil is moist.
For sure. Yeah, that makes sense. Whoa. I think I bottom watered a Hoya, and it like I could feel that it was slightly damp in the top, so I was like, okay, it's good. I did my job. But yeah, I think I want to try bottom watering, especially some of my string of plants, because I know that they can be kind of fussy and start balding when you top water them. So I think I'm going to get into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Next one. I have never ordered plants online. I am an Anthurium Ace of Spades hater. And my boyfriend is supportive of my plant addiction.
Okay, I'm assuming the boyfriend being supportive is true, because you probably have a better boyfriend than I have.
It is true. He's very supportive.
Mine's not unsupportive. He just has no interest in it. He's like, look, don't talk to me about it. That's your thing.
Yeah.
Go away.
I know.
Ace of Spades hater, or what was the first one again?
I've never ordered plants online.
See, I know you've told me you don't usually. Wait, you've never ordered plants online because you live in Canada and that's a pain in the ass.
So that is actually the lie, because that's true, because I have ordered plants online. I've just never had them shipped to me. So I've ordered plants online that have been delivered to me by like a car or something, but I've never had them like go through postal service, basically. So I hate Anthurium Ace of Spades.
That is such a tit for tat. Like that was you kind of went. That was a gray area. No way.
I know I told you that I didn't ship plants before, but I have ordered online. That was a bit of a trick. I'm sorry.
Okay, so my first one. None of my plants are in leca because I am literally afraid of leca.
Oh gosh.
Velvet leaf plants,
Sorry.
even though I have them, they're actually not really my favorite. I prefer others over velvet leaf. And the third one is every single time I've gotten into a new genus of plants, I always start off with the ones that I know are going to be more rare or more difficult.
I believe that's true, because like I'm like that too. I don't know why. I don't think that you have it. Oh, I think you have probably one plant in Lekka or two or some. I don't know. Do you have any plants in Lekka?
Nope.
No, really. So what was the lie again?
The velvet leaf, that I don't like velvet
Oh,
leaf plants.
okay, right. Actually, I thought that maybe you were telling the truth there. You caught me. Because honestly, like I think when I first got into plants, velvety leaves was all I could think about. But now it's really like Hoyas and heart-shaped leaves. So I feel that. So you're afraid of. Wait, I'm so confused. You are afraid of Lekka though, right?
Yeah, I'm afraid of Lekka.
That's so funny. Oh my gosh, I just started and I'm pretty happy about it. It's pretty cool.
I have been, so
It's a little.
I've been transitioning a lot of my plants into like self-watering, but they're still in soil.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know how those things work. Like, I need to figure that out because I want to do that, but I'm so confused. Every self-watering pot I've ever looked at, like, it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I've gotten really into them. I love them, but like Lekka scares me because it feels like it's so sciencey. Like I don't like trying to like find the correct
Yeah.
balance of everything.
Yeah.
I'm so
I
scared.
think, I know. I just feel like it's a little bit more loosey-goosey than you think, you know? Like, I think that it is kind of a science, but like people get away with even just using regular water, you know? And maybe fertilizing every once in a while even without using nutrients. But yeah, I don't know. I think you should try it. I think you'd surprise yourself how much like you would like it. Because I actually like the sciencey part of it. I feel like a scientist while I'm like mixing the water together. All right, I will go to my last little blurb here.
Okay.
So, I am converting all of my plants to Lekka. I have over 30 Hoya species, and I want YouTube to be my job.
Is the last one the lie? YouTube being your job?
No, I'm not banking on it or anything, obviously, but if I could ever make it my job, I would definitely do that. Like, I would love to be able to just do YouTube. So if that happened, I'd love it. But no, that's not the lie.
What were the two that were left?
So I have over 30 Hoya species, and I'm converting all of my plants to Lekka.
I feel like all of your plants is an exaggeration.
Yes. I'm not converting all of my plants to Lekka.
Which ones are you specifically like? Is there a reason why you're doing like some and not others?
I've basically been just doing my Hoya right now, and I think I have my Monstera albo cutting-ish. It's rooted now, but in Lekka, and it's growing amazing roots. So I'm actually really, really happy. And then I have a Cebu Blue pothos in Lekka as well, but mostly just Hoya.
Okay.
Just because I want to get rid of my fungus gnats to a certain extent, so that's a good way to help it at least.
Yeah. I feel like I've gotten a really good handle on my fungus gnats now. But it's like a constant struggle. The only time I feel like I don't have to fight like fungus gnats is in the middle of the winter because they're all just like non-existent at that point.
Yep. Oh shit, my camera's dying. Do you think I think we can get through it? I think that it'll be fine.
Okay. So, here's my last three. Number one, I have no idea how my Calathea white fusion is alive. I don't know how. Magic. I refuse to acknowledge Sansevieria has changed its genus. It is still Sansevieria to me. Refuse to acknowledge it. And I never bought into that hype of the Pilea pepermioides or whatever. I never got that hype. Never understood it. So that was like one of the few plants everybody was obsessed with, and I just never bought.
I feel like you're telling the truth about the last one, but I thought that was going to be the lie because I can't figure out the... What was the first one again?
I have no idea how my Calathea White Fusion is alive.
It must be the Sansevieria one that's a lie. I feel like you're adopting it. Like, how could you know how you're keeping your Calathea? I don't know. I killed my Calathea White Fusion in 2.5 seconds.
So
yeah, I'm lost.
the lie is the Pilea peperomioides. I did buy into that
Really?
hype.
Oh, okay.
When it first,
I thought, like,
yeah.
I did too. I bought into it as well, but now I regret it.
So do I.
Yeah, I don't, I'm like sticking it in a far, far corner where it can just take up space and kind of act as decoration rather than like an actual plant that I enjoy.
So I bought one giant one that had a bunch of little pups, and
Yeah.
I started taking out the pups. I still have 2 of the pups in my house in places that I never see because I don't care about them anymore. And then the mother plant, I literally put it in my garage and let it die. It was a perfectly healthy plant, and I put it in my garage and let it die.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's funny.
Because I told myself that I would enjoy it more if I put it in a different pot. I don't know how that logic makes sense. So I put it out there because that's where I repot all my plants.
Yeah.
And it's
just
been
forgot
out
about
there.
it.
I didn't forget about it. I just chose to leave it after I'd put it out there.
Oh my god. Is it still dead in your garage?
It was for
Or
the
did you throw
longest
it out?
time until my husband was
Okay.
cleaning the garage, and he was like, "Hey, what are you doing with this?" And I'm like, "You can just
Pass her. That's so funny.
But now he gives me crap. He's like, I thought you were good with plants. I was like, I am good with it. It was alive. I just didn't like it.
That's so funny. Oh my god.
But yeah, I truly have no idea how my White Fusion is alive because most people say that's fussier than most Calatheas. And I think
I don't know. I can't keep it alive.
I ignore mine most of the time. I pay way more attention to other Calatheas than I do that one, and I have no idea why it's alive.
I'm shocked.
All right, guys, that's it for us. If you didn't already see it, we did do a collab video on her channel as well, so go check her page out. It's called Lulus Lie. I'll have that video linked in the description below. If you guys are here from her channel, then welcome. I hope you guys stick around. If you're not already, please subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. You can also follow me on Instagram at PlantMyHappySpace. I'll have that link down below as well. For now, we'll say bye to Lucia.
Bye. Thanks for having me, Cheyenne. I really enjoyed filming this video with you.
Of course. Thanks for being here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
No, I'm about to explode.